And bring your grade book and your radio.
I don't have any batteries.
Oh, no.
Right here. Oh, right here. Oh, no.
You in the hot seat.
I feel like it. Do you have to get up?
No, you don't have to get up. These are some fond memories we have of Donna. We want you to pull one thing out of the bag at a time and tell us what you think it's in there for, and then we'll explain why we think it's in there.
Did Scott Fowler come?
Darn! One thing, Mrs. Bennett, that's two things.
Uh-oh, Michelle, my jewelry's under my sweater. All right, let's see. Yeah. This is for a cruise, right? Palm trees and, right? It's jewelry. Jewelry, well, yeah, jewelry.
We have jewelry
Why
in
would
there.
you buy me jewelry with a... I can't even get it out straight.
Well, you got 25 years to do
Try to keep it all together. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Get-
Why would we have jewelry in there?
Because I love jewelry. And Layla loves jewelry.
That's right. And if you don't want it, she can have it.
And Taylor said, Mama, when you die, I won't first pick up your jewelry. Taylor, here you go. All this you girls can share with me.
We're gonna put it on you too.
Oh, you want one string at a time, right? Do I stand up or sit
Now
down?
you can sit down. See if you remember this, and see if you remember the student. Yeah. Remember the time the student called you a gypsy and asked you about all your decorations?
I do.
We know that you have every color of jewelry imaginable, but we bet you have none like these.
These? No, I haven't been to New Orleans.
Alrighty, let's decorate you up. Do you remember the student?
It was Jason or Jimmy Flag.
Jimmy Flag.
Jimmy Flag.
And he's now a doctor. Alright, well, we'll leave that off. We'll put these necklaces on. This one's nice. Yes, it is. You can wear that Monday to school. Wake those kids up.
Some new jewelry, girls, new jewelry. Fresh.
You might want to get up an hour early, get all
Get all
that
that
home.
decorated. Somebody asked me once, why do you wear so many necklaces? And I said, I don't see the need to wear just one at a time.
Here's just a 4th of July, which is coming up. And let's see. We tried to get you every color.
I think we've got them.
Yes.
Did it match? Something.
Yeah, we'll just put a few more on. There you go. We didn't mess your hair up too bad, I don't think. Yeah.
Hey, Donna, they didn't get a brown.
Oh, I can borrow yours.
Take it off, Mary, take it off.
She said take it off.
One thing. A whistle. Now everybody knows that I used to love my whistle.
Yes.
Now Carolyn can vouch for the fact that this year, where are you? I have not had a whistle. That's because Scott Fowler took it many years ago. Now, Carolyn, for the last 5 days, I have a whistle.
My, how you love blowing that whistle during bus duty in the cafeteria when the kids got too loud. Then came the familiar sound of clicking heels and someone saying, "Miss Bennett, is there a problem?"
No, sir. What can I say? Next one. Oh, Susan! My Afghan!
Well, Susan already told the story about the Afghan, so, but Mark did say he would like for you to give him that Afghan bag
Oh, yeah?
that you
What's
dug
it
out of
is?
the dumpster on the way to the Orioles game. But first, he wants you to get it dry cleaned.
Okay. Now, the rest of that story is later on that afternoon, we went to the shops down at the Inner Harbor, and I bought a toe ring. And Mark said, "Heavens, what are you going to do with that toe ring?" And I said, "I'm going to let Stan suck it off my toes." That's a true story. Nothing sacred. Oh, the Goodwill thrift store.
Yes.
Yes, the
Yes.
boutique. Now I am going to tell another story. Michelle and Doug gave me this very nice dress and earrings for tonight because they just did not want me to wear something from the Goodwill. So Michelle said, "You just can't do that." Well, I love the dress, but I didn't have any shoes to wear. No shoes to wear. And I had looked around for some just the right color. I had found nothing. So today I said to my sister, "Kay, there's one last store that I can go to look for these shoes."
Yes.
So off I went to the Goodwill.
Come on, Miss
And
Bennett.
yes, my shoes that I'm
That's
wearing
right.
tonight came from the Goodwill.
That's
Sorry, Mary, Vernon Powell didn't have any that match. $6.
That's right. That's right.
Well, with that being said, we'd love to hear about all your finds from your two favorite uptown shops, the Goodwill and Sassy's. I know for sure I had Dawn as a secret pal, and I knew she loved the Goodwill. And I was like, they have got to have gift cards, right? Who knew? They do.
Yes.
Who remembers the TV show called Bonanza?
Yeah.
Many a day we can hear Donna saying, "Come on, hoss."
Get it right. Oh, yeah. Carolyn's going to inherit this. I just want you to know.
Do you remember a bingo long ago? Mr. Greer might remember this bingo.
Yeah.
Somebody likes April Fool's Day.
Mr. Greer, do you remember? I was young and foolish.
There was a bingo game going on April Fool's Day, and Mrs. Bennett yelled out, "Bingo!" And then you replied, and then you also yelled out April Fool's.
April Fools.
And
Everybody
they were
dumped
afraid
the
Mr.
card.
Greer was going to get you.
Thought Mr. Greer might get me fired after that one. That was kind of like the icing on the cake. The other April Fool's joke, let me, get a microphone. You know, I have mellowed a little bit, but one April Fool's, I decided that I had a flat tire. So I called Stan and I said, "Can you come out to school? I have a flat tire." And so he comes out there, you know, kind of, Stan. Came in there and he looked at me and he said, "I don't see any flat tire." I said, "April Fools." I thought that was going to get me a divorce.
You always had your students complete acrostic poems. They loved doing them. They also begged to do them in the 4th grade. So here's one for you. D is for Daryl and Douglas. O is for the Orioles fan. N is for Nanacoke Elementary School. N is for the Northwestern Elementary School. A is for Awesome Arithmetic Solver. W is for Westside Girls. B is for Bivalve, Maryland. E is for Emmanuel Methodist Church. N is for Nanacoke River Kayaker.
Ooh, yeah.
N is for Nifty Fashionista Girl.
Yes.
E is for Enjoys Country Music. T is for Teacher for 50 years. The last T is for Trusted Colleague to us all.
Oh, thank you. Delaney, is that Flossie? And what rabbit?
Why is that rabbit in it?
Oh, no,
What are you supposed to tell me?
I'm supposed to tell you.
Tell us why I'm picturing rabbits.
I had a rabbit in my room one year, yes I did. And he ran all over my room, biting up cords, chewing up shoestrings. I had forgotten my rabbit. Well, there came a thunderstorm one day, and the rabbit was running around the ledge of my room. The lightning hit the tree outside of my room, sent electricity up into my room, scared the daylights out of that rabbit, and I don't think I've ever seen him again. I forgot my rabbit. Oh, I bet there are a lot of things I've forgotten.
Most kids love the rabbit. You once had a class pet. They loved when it hopped down the hall and into other classrooms. Your students were so lucky.
Oh, gosh. Thank you very much for your special thoughtfulness.
Once you wrote a thank you note to a student for a gift. You forgot a period or something. The parent pointed out your mistake to the child. He told his mother, Mrs. Bennett did that on purpose. She wanted to test me to see if I could catch it. You trained your students well.
My mistakes.
Was
Ace
Lee.
Oh,
Yeah.
potatoes, sour cream and onion. Not my favorite.
Does this sound familiar? You think you're all that in a bag of chips.
And you ain't. Markers. I don't know.
Remember how you loved those special black magic markers that teachers wrote with when you were in school? You probably like to smell them too. You couldn't wait to have your own. Sorry, but we couldn't find any of those special markers in the old silver casings.
I also kept rubber cement in my drawer, and once in a while I had to take a sniff.
She's a mess.
Now the secret's out.
This is a teacher asleep with an apple in her hand. On the desk. I know why, because Linda came in there one day. I wasn't feeling very good, and I had my head down on my desk, and Linda said she looked at me, and she backed out of the room, and she said, if she's dead, I'm not going to be the one to find her.
And that is the story. Nobody can tell it even better.
Subject, predicate, and you better get them right.
Well, don't I know that? I remember in third grade, a kid in my class couldn't get it through his head. Probably because no, it wasn't me, actually, believe it or not. Because he wasn't paying attention to what a predicate was. Mrs. Bennett proceeded to write a sentence on the board, draw a line very emphatically between the subject and the predicate, slapped the board in one of her trademark voices, pointing to the part of the sentence as a predicate, and yelled, "This is the predicate!" I forgot who the kid was, but I'm sure the lesson was learned.
Well, I'm glad I'm down to the last thing, but it's a mouse.
Do you remember what that's for?
Do you remember the story?
picking my brain. Tell me, Miss Krause, tell me.
Our school was participating in an event called the Send a Mouse to College campaign. Do you remember that? The students were asked to bring in money for cancer research, and you had a student that actually brought in a dead mouse for the campaign.
I can't remember, but it's a true story. No, honey, you didn't get the point. You missed the point.
Now there's a part 2 to this story.
Oh, okay.
Mrs. Bennett, does that mouse look familiar? Look at the mouse. Over the past couple weeks, we've all had the privilege of seeing Mrs. Bennett cleaning out her classroom, taking loads and loads out one day. As this skit was being put together, they said, oh, we need a rubber mouse. I came in on one of my visits, Miss Bennett's classroom right across the hall, and there was a rubber mouse on the floor. I'm like, oh, look at this mouse, and I slipped it into my pocket. So the mouse is part of her classroom that if anybody wants a piece of, feel free. There's a lot there.
I have some other mouse souvenirs too, just saying. One left. Do I open it? Yes. It's a tugboat.
But you would stand in the tub.
It's not a tugboat, it's a
said it earlier.
cruise ship? My cruise ship. We going. I might be in a wheelchair or something, but I'm going.
Dear Mrs. Bennett, you are not leaving us empty-handed. You have already given us a lot. You have empowered us with all you have taught. It is time for you to enjoy the fruits of working hard for so many years. We wish you hearty congratulations as your retirement day is near. So this little boat is a memoir of things past and reminds you of all the good times. It is also a visual of what's in store, because on June 30th, you are headed with us to the Bermuda shore.
Wonderful, Stanley. See you later. Oh, he's coming too. Well, last time he won $5,000 on his first hand of cards, so who knows? Yeah.